guys, Mr. Fantastic Applesauce, and today I'm going to be doing a mod showcase where it involves these weird red things flying out of this box over here. This is a very cool thing. I like this one. This mod's going to be very, very nice to showcase because it's a pretty long one, because I got a whole list to take down this whole top row right here. So, well, this is creating. Can you guess what is creating right now? Please guess. How about I just put up a quiz on the screen? What do you think this is? Well, if you guessed Corey, then it was correct. So right now it's building up a structure and it looks very cool. Got everything prepared. Almost done? Okay, good. Look how fast that Corey is. Now you can't obtain this block right here. Well actually, let's just start off with the showcase. Okay, so we're on the Buildcraft inventory. And by the way, this version is for 1.7.10. So we got so many different kinds of things. I'm going to be showing off all the engines and oils, and then you can find out the rest of the stuff later, probably in some other tutorials. And we'll not cover the robots because it's going to take so long to cover. We're going to do all the pipes, and also disguisable things like if you put this in front of something, I thought it's supposed to do something. What? Okay, never mind then. That won't work. So we're just gonna now show off all these. Too many. Okay, I'm gonna be showing all these. Getting the supplies, so. Okay, so now I got everything. So, let's start off with this here redstone engine. Now we need something to power it with, so. Okay, I found out a way. So mainly, I'm just going to use a pipe so that it accurately works. So a redstone torch or any kind of redstone thing, it'll take a few seconds to warm up. And then it'll start running, but it doesn't put out a very much enough output speed, but it's just enough, and it's useful for pipes and nonsense like that. Okay, so the next thing is the Stirling engine, or the steam engine. So you need to get some kind of what should I call it? Fuel. And then once you put the fuel in it and it sparks out like red particles, then it's moving and ready. Now, just to note that these things may overheat and just burn out, so you might as well just have a water source always attached to it, which I'll go to in a moment. Next one is a very, very, very powerful one, and this is the combustion engine, or basically the diesel engine. Now just fill it up with fuel. Only in creative mode you can put the water bucket on it. So this one's for the fuel and this one's for the coolant, and I'll show the output and heat, so make sure it stays below 150. But if you have a water source connected to it, it'll have a 100.01 Celsius, so that's pretty good. Okay, that was really nice to that sheep. Go away. this one you cannot obtain in any certain way, and this is the creative engine, which actually I need to get something. Whenever you have a wrench and you crouch and then you hit it with the right click, then it'll go up, 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 and watch how fast it goes. That's exactly what I'm doing with this quarry. That's why it's going so fast. Usually the power output makes a better speed for any kind of quarry. That's why I made it so big and made it so fast. Now you can't put multiple ones on a quarry because they'll just rupture. And this is a pretty cool pipe system. It just deploys out of the machine and goes into the pipes. And then it goes into a random area, a random chest. It goes up to the first one because it's the most closest, then that one, that one, that one, but it's basically at random. So I'm gonna go and talk about the pipes now. Okay, so I got all the different kinds of pipes here. Now I still need to get a chest. Hold on a minute. Okay, so here's how everything works. So, once you place down a wooden one from your output one, I should probably put something in it. Ah, there. Perfect. Okay, so whenever, so this is the wooden pipe. You can't attach another wooden pipe to it because it's an extraction pipe. And it's the only one that you could put an engine on it, and it will output stuff. But I don't want to put anything on it yet until it's completely full. This is just a normal transfer pipe, and you can't, and it's very slow. Now this is a stone pipe, which it cannot connect to cobblestone or quartz, or that can connect to that or quartz. And one of my personal favorites is the golden transport, which makes everything go a lot faster, but you can't use it on the engine. Now the obsidian one sucks up items in a radius, but you can't connect it to each other. Connect it to only other pipes, and it'll just suck up items. It's pretty useful. Now here is the void transport pipe. Now let me get it better. Okay, so whenever items go into this, then this is basically a trash can. It deletes all the stuff that goes inside it. So I'm going to transfer all the body parts and stuff to the next place. And it starts pumping, and then you see rotten flesh go through the wooden part very slowly. Then once it keeps going through it, then it just launches right into that chest. But what if we want to make it go faster? Well, that's easy. You just get yourself a creative engine, only in creative mode. And then just keep that like that, and get something that'll give you lots of, actually I'll just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It just basically deletes all of it and puts it in the containment. One stack at a time it deletes. It's very powerful. And to verify that I went in here, simple as that. So if you you want to transport items to another place, or if you want to make a factory. I need to get some void pipes. This will only take a second. Okay, place it on top. That does not work. What's wrong with this thing? Hold on, I can get it. Okay, there. All done. So, the next step is, let's see how the quarry's doing. That's actually pretty good. I haven't gotten that fast in like forever. It's only been like, I don't know how long, whatever time it says on your YouTube thing. Ooh! And plus you could go right through these things, and plus if you get hit by it, no matter which mode you're in, you won't lose a life. And it's got a diamond tip at the end. And you could also find many things. Use mods to get other ores, and also get some robots out of this stuff. So that's probably it. And look how much stuff I'm getting out of it. Wow. Coal is good. More coal. Still more. And there's well, that's just fine. Okay, so the next step is to see what we've got. So here's the fuels that will be used in like the engines and all the other stuff. Maybe. Okay, so we got water as the coolant, lava as a source that is basically useless, oil as the second best, and fuel bucket as the adapted version of the fuel. The oil. Now basically if you want to pump oil, you gotta find an oil geyser popping around anywhere, usually in deserts, it's easiest to find. But once in a while they're out in the open. Oh, there's a desert. Conveniently found. Okay. There it is. Okay, so there's a black area right here. The most common place for oil in the desert. Actually, oil's the only thing. What is that? What's that stuff? Also, if you get stuck in oil, it'll take forever for you to get out. It's like quicksand. What is that stuff? I haven't seen that stuff before. It's ore on land, or is that oil? But whenever oil moves, it's very slowly, and whenever the fuel bucket moves, it's at an average speed. And plus, you could go, it's just like water for the fuel. I don't know if it's too toxic for you, but it still works, I guess. Now let me see. Also, you can find tutorials on how to do all this stuff. The gates are used for the robots, and the robots just move around, and they're tiny little things. It's kind of complex how it works, and I haven't even figured out what these things do. So yeah, I think that's close to done. Let me see. Yep. Wait, sulfur ore? That doesn't exist unless... Oh, never mind. Okay, so I guess this probably finishes up the tutorial or mod showcase. So I might do some. I'm gonna do lots for later times. So I hope you bite that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next video. Noise time.